Okay, we're still doing one-step equations. And this example, we have k divided by 6 is equal to 4. So some number k divided by 6, because it's in fraction form, which means division, is equal to positive 4. So we know that this is a division problem. And guys, remember that a fraction is always division. So if you see it like k slash 6, that's still division. Just turn it a little bit and make it stand right up, and it'll look like a fraction. So don't let the slash mark fool you. That's still division. So k divided by 6 equals 4 is a division problem. So that means the inverse, or the opposite of division, is multiplication. So in order to get our answer, we're going to have to multiply. And I'm going to show you a different way also, because I know a lot of us don't like to divide, but I promise you, it's easy. It's just the opposite of multiplication. So if you don't like to divide, you can always multiply. Okay. So we have our variable k, and it's divided into 6 equal parts, and all of that is equal to a positive 4. So let's split our variable into 6 equal parts. I like to just draw a picture because I think drawing pictures actually makes us see it a lot easier. So I took my variable k and I split it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal sections. And one of those sections is equal to positive 4. So I'm going to take these 4 and I'm going to put it into one of my sections. Let's call this section 1. We have section 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one of my sections is equal to positive 4. But what about the rest of my sections? They have to have the same amount in each section in order for all of my k to be full, because I'm only talking about a piece of my k. 1/6 of my k is equal to 4 positives. So to make all of my sections equal, I need to add 4 positives in them. So I'll add 4 more positives in that section, 4 more positives in the third section, and so on until all 6 of my sections have 4 positives in them. Now, all 6 sections of my k, because it was split into 6 sections, have 4 positives. Well, then that means my entire k, my whole k, is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 positives. So my whole k, if I didn't split it, would be equal to 24 positives. Let's see how that happens mathematically. We said that the inverse is multiplication to a division problem. So what's attached to my variable right now is being divided by 6. But I need to multiply in order to get my variable by itself. So I need to multiply both sides by 6. And remember, this is a fraction, so I gotta multiply by 6, and I can change that 6 to a fraction. 6 is a whole number, so if I want to make it a fraction, I just put a 1 underneath it. Now I can multiply fractions, which we've already got a little bit of practice on. Numerator times numerator leaves me with 6 times k. Denominator times denominator is 1 times 6. And that should equal 4 times 6. Okay, well, let's make that a little better. Looks like a decimal. So 4 times 6. We did this last time. 6 goes into 6 one time, leaving me with 1k. And 4 times 6 is 24. Use that multiplication chart. So my whole k, or 1k, is equal to 24 positives. Let's try another example, or another way to do this problem. So if you don't like to necessarily divide, then we can change our problem to a multiplication problem. So k divided by 6 is equal to positive 4 is how we started. But this problem can be written as a multiplication problem. So if I wanted to write k divided by 6 as a multiplication problem, I could also say 1/6 times k is equal to positive 4. Because technically it's the same thing. 1/6 is 1/6 times our variable k is equal to positive 4. Now we have a multiplication problem. What is the inverse of multiplication? Division. So we would need to divide in order to figure out what k is. So if I divide both sides by 1/6, then I have a dividing fractions problem. Well, let's start easy. 1/6 goes into 1/6 one time. So those are easily going to cancel out, leaving me with just k, or 1k. But now I have 4 wholes divided by a fraction of 1/6. So I can write 4 wholes as 4/1 to make it a fraction, divided by 1/6. You with me so far? All we did was we took our 4 wholes, we turned it into a fraction, which was 4/1, and it's being divided by 1/6. Well, how do I divide fractions? Well, I flip the second fraction, so now this becomes 6/1. My division symbol changes to multiplication. And then we're back to multiplying fractions. Remember, 4 times 6, so numerator times numerator, is equal to 24. Denominator times denominator, so 1 times 1, is equal to 1. And then I get 24/1, or just 24. I hope that helps.